So I work at night, which means that about 6-7 months I haven't seen the sun, not really. And suddenly it's June and it's so hot, and I spend maybe 10 minutes out in the sun and I'm already getting red. But it doesn't matter. Somehow the time passes differently when you work at nights, but it doesn't matter. This is not what I wanna say. What I say is that I absolutely enjoyed this rooftop bar we went to, this Cool Pepper. I hope I pronounced it right. So this summer we going to visit every single one of them on the top 10 list, or maybe more. So yeah, it's gonna be great. So the other day I watched The Flash, and I haven't felt this way for a very long time, but I wanna go and watch it again. I read an article for no reason at all, because I have my opinion and it cannot be changed, but I really wanted to see for like maybe a split second that what other people are thinking about it, and they kinda couldn't connect to the material. But it's fine. I absolutely enjoyed it. There were some scenes obviously I did not like. I didn't understand how it made the cut. But anyway, overall the whole movie was absolutely fantastic. I was full of energy when I left the cinema. It really felt like I was on a 2 weeks holiday in Bangkok, in Thailand, or something like that. So it really worth the price of the ticket. Plus they really get this right. The pacing of the comic book, it's like that. It's very difficult to do it in a movie, that it becomes very episodical, and at the end of every episode you have like a cliffhanger, and here they took the risk and it really paid off, and I absolutely loved it. But today morning, with my morning coffee, I was reading an article. It was about The Flash, but it was not really about The Flash. It was about the movies using this style, the multiverse style. You know, that you bring back actors who play the same character and you put them in the same room. And it called it very ghoulish. And sorry, what happened is that I set the alarm, and the alarm went off and just cut the video feed. Don't worry, I'm here, and I'm going to finish this one. So what happened is that the article called it ghoulish, and I kind of feel the same way when I was watching the movie, and I've seen the scene with Christopher Reeve. That was really uncalled for. They shouldn't have done that. I felt really bad that I'm watching this. I'm paying money to see a digital version, a CGI version of Christopher Reeve, because you don't know that if he's alive right now and you give him the script, if he would approve the script, because maybe no. So you cannot really put an actor, even in a CGI form, who is not alive, who cannot say yes, who cannot say no, who has no decision on the matter, no chance to say anything on the matter. So I didn't like it. And in this article what I read this morning with my morning coffee, it said the word ghoulish, and this is the best word ever for this, because it was fantastic to see all these people. I'm hopefully not gonna spoil anything. To see Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, of course, and that was the best when George Clooney showed up. That man, it's incredible. So, but they are alive and they agreed to do this. Christopher Reeve did not agree to do this. And well, Nicolas Cage, that is a good question if he agreed to do this. Probably yes. He agreed to everything. So, but that's good. It was good. The only thing I did not like it was Christopher Reeve. But the movie was so good. I haven't felt it for haven't felt like this for a very long time, that I want to go and watch it again and again and again. So good. All the people who worked on that movie, The Flash, except Ezra Miller. Good job. So, okay. The video you just seen, I made it after watching The Flash in the cinema. And now, after a few days, I have other thoughts, especially the director gonna do the new Batman movie, The Brave and the Bold. And so after so many days of fighting on the internet, leaving millions of comments, and oh my god, it was so satisfying. I felt like a teenager fighting about all those things about the Flash movie. Well, the very first thing that comes to my mind is Kryptonite. So you have Superman in a movie and you don't have Kryptonite, which is very strange. So I told this to the others on the internet, that how come that Bruce Wayne, who has in the safe Kryptonite, why he did not use it. And someone said, which was a very good idea, that because this Michael Keaton's Batman did not know Superman because the infant was not born. I said, okay, but he's one of the richest men on this planet. Doesn't matter what is. Well, I cannot say that. Maybe there are some timelines where he is not, but here he is still a very rich person. And from our timeline, the Flash knows about the Kryptonite, knows about Superman, knows about everything. So he could go round the planet and collect all the Kryptonite. And you know, there are different types of Kryptonite. He could really collect that and use that against that army. That is one. Second thing, in the movie, Michael Keaton's Batman and the Flash, both of them, they find Supergirl in a very weak state when they go to Russia. And why they don't understand and take the technology with them to fight against the Kryptonian army? Like, the technology is there. Supergirl was in a very weak state. Yes, this is what we want to do with Zod. If it worked with Supergirl, it will work with Zod as well. And the other thing, of course, there are Smallville, there are new Superman and Lois series, and billions of issues of Action Comics and Superman and Man of Steel and everything. It's like you have endless possibilities how to give her time to a person who is from Krypton, and here you don't see none of that. If I'm the director of The Flash, or I am the Flash, then I would unite all the enemies of Superman who succeeded just a little bit, and say that, listen, we're gonna unite for 24 hours until we clear out the Kryptonian army from this planet, from this timeline, from this, well, not multiverse, but from the timeline, and that's it. After that, everybody goes back what they did before. But for one day, let's unite against the Kryptonian army. Let's do it. And here you see none of that. The Flash did not contact a single enemy of Superman. It's, I don't know, the movie is so brainless. And the other thing, the last thing before I let you go, is the very first scene, the baby scene, the scene with the babies. No. You can read the stories on the internet, how they kept on reshooting the last scene. They first put Harry Cavill Superman, and then they put Wonder Woman, and they put Michael Keaton's Batman, and then they change it again, and we ended up with George Clooney's Batman. So you are able to change the last scene so many times. Why don't just, and the movie is so long anyway, why don't you cut out the beginning completely, that the hospital is being destroyed and all these babies, like, You don't need that. You don't need that. You still have a very good movie, a long movie, a good movie. Just delete that scene. I don't understand. So many bosses. The studio went through so many bosses and not a single one of them flagged that scene with the babies. How many action movies are there? A lot. And not a single one has babies in it. It's just weird. Don't do it. I don't know, I didn't like that scene. I would cut out straight away if I'm a studio boss. I paid for the ticket £14, 14.99 or something, so basically £15 because I watched it in London, UK, and I think it's worth it because of Michael Keaton when he is in the original Batcave and he says, "Yeah, I'm Batman." That is so perfect. That worth even £100. I would even pay for it £100 to see that scene. Yeah, I'm Batman.